Welcome to another video. Well, as you've probably seen, we've been on a bit of a journey. We're not in Norfolk today. We took a long drive over the last couple of days up to Scotland, and then got the ferry across to Ireland to my in-laws. And today you find me in the Mourne mountains. So you're going to get a kit on. I'm going to get up the hill. And yeah, thoroughly looking forward to this. It's been a few weeks in the planning, sort of. Big thanks to my wife for letting me come out. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting up the hill now. We'll get our kit on, and I'll see you in a bit when we're up the mountain, or getting up the mountain. Hopefully we sort of have a photograph or two on the way. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anywhere to pull in on the way, but it's absolutely breathtaking. We've got this mist and fog at the minute, but that seems to be lifting. So where it's coming out of the trees, the mist and the fog was just like this. It was absolutely awesome. Couldn't find anywhere to pull over, even to photograph it would have been awesome. But there was just nowhere to pull over on the road. Like I say, gonna get my kit on now, and see you in a bit. Well, we're about 15 minutes into the hike. We're now going up into the gloom. It is clearing all the while a little bit, so hopefully that'll be alright. But I just thought I'd show you hiking in Ireland. If you can hear, all this here is like a river, and that's the path, which is brilliant. This is the path. It's a bit more like a river. A bit of a river crossing to do here. I'm guessing in the summer this is still just walk across here. There's hardly any water. So what we're going to do is we're just going to walk up a little bit and see if we can't find somewhere better to cross. There we go. We just wandered up 100 yards and we were able to find a much narrower bit. I managed to go without getting wet feet, which is the result. Alright, onward and upward. Alright guys, the mist is clearing every now and again, and you can get the views are opening up, so touch wood, we're going to be alright, I think. We've got another river crossing now. This one's not as bad as the last one. So the way it is shown on my map, there's a pretty obvious sort of spot to cross, which is good. And we're heading up that one, up there. So yeah, we're about halfway through. Let's get across this river. Right, there we go. That's us across the river. Actually, might take a photograph here. Gonna just see. I'm now gonna pick my way back down to the edge of the river where I crossed was just behind the camera. So I'm gonna. It's pretty nice. As when I get down, I'll only be able to see the scow. This is going up quite steeply here. Doesn't sort of look it on this camera, but when I get down the bottom, hopefully you'll be able to see. I think what we'll do is we'll grab the camera, maybe a 3-stop filter, and see what we can do. See if we can get some nice movement in this water. And the top is all misty. That could make for quite a nice image. Right, let's get some kit. We're about halfway through the walk now, so I want to get that first bit done. That's sort of the sort of flatter bit. Although, having said that, the bit we now come across from the other river to this river, I sort of had to traverse along a bit. So I haven't done much filming. It's sort of a bit sketchy in places, especially with the big pack on, with all the kit. But yeah, no, it's good. It's been good so far. Really enjoyed myself. Right, there we go. We're down by this water, so I'm speaking up. I don't know how the sound's going to come out, because it's very noisy down here, sort of in this bit of a small gorge channeled out by the water. But this is our composition. Show you on the back of the camera. Ever so simple. We just got the waterfall going up to sort of the misty top. There we go, guys. That's what we're shooting. Got a 13-second exposure, so I've got the 6-stop filter in. And that's really nice. We're on I think a 10 or 3-second timer. I'll just take the photograph now. This is all we can really do on a day like today. Hopefully this mist and clag will lift. There we go. Hopefully this mist and clag will lift and we'll get some grand views later on, but this is still stunning. Onward and upward, I think. Onward and upwards. Right then, we're just going to push up this final bit to get us, I think it's Sleeve Melbeck. Melbeg. I really shouldn't be pronouncing them, but my in-laws are going to give them a giggle when they watch this. So yeah, we're just going to push on up. That's where we'll be camping for the night. The clag is still coming and going. The sun did try and poke its head out a little while ago, so there's always hope that this is going to lift. As you can probably see, it's quite windy. We're sheltered by the wall at the minute. I believe this is part of the Mourne wall, but I'm sure if there's anyone out there that knows this area, I think this is Melbeg, Sleeve Melbeg. If anyone knows, you can let me know. But yeah, that's where we plan on staying. So we'll head on up and hopefully see you at the top. Well, we've just come down off the summit. It was absolutely blowing a hooligan up there, and we've actually managed to find a lovely little pitch for the tent in the lee of the wind, which is nice, behind this big stack of rocks. So that's not going to go anywhere. there for millions of years. So we get the tent up, I think, get some grub on the go because I'm getting hungry. Hopefully we can maybe take a wander after we've had something to eat and see if there's anything up here. If not, I think it's just going to be a case of hunkering down. Hopefully this will clear a little bit late, maybe later on into the evening. It sometimes does. If not, it'll be first thing in the morning. Well, there we go. We're all set up. Photography wise, I don't think there's going to be any grand vistas tonight. But I have just checked the mountain weather forecast and we might get a bit of snow tonight. So that'd be good if we did. We wake up on all this lot sort of covered in white. So that's good. Got this right next to the tent. So I'm hoping later on I can get a photograph of the tent illuminated with this bad boy in the background. Look quite cool. Right, I'm now going to go for a wander. Now we're all set up and sorted out. See what we can see. Well, there's another peak, as I can drop down to my right here and then go back up and go up onto another peak. I might well go up and have a little look up there if we're feeling energetic, but if not, we should have a wander about to go back up to the ridge, or not the ridge, sorry, the summit of this, where I am now, just above me up here. Have a little look up there. Right, so here we are. Got the tent illuminated. Got the rocks in the background. Just a nice image just to remember the trip by, really. And hopefully inspire someone else to come out with the camera and the tent. If we don't get some epic scenery in the morning, doesn't matter, really doesn't. Alright, come out for an image, but you can't beat this, you really can't. Especially being from Norfolk. There's no mountains there, as you know. And square crop, as ever, seems to be these days. That's getting nicer and nicer. Just sunset is about now, really, I think. 5:30. So that's what we're shooting. We are, let's see what we're on. At the minute, it might change a bit. We're on ISO 100 f9, 2.5 seconds, but that, as it gets darker, will creep up. Obviously, I don't want to bump the ISO up, so I just want to get the glow of the tent. There we go. Take that again. Absolutely magic. Well, that's that for the night. I'm just gonna chill out in the tent, have a wee dram, as they say in these parts, and just chill out. Yeah, say chill out, and hopefully in the morning you wake up and some of this clag will be gone. But if it's not, then I think I've earmarked a couple of places on the way back down that could be good for a photo. So all's good. Right, I'll sign off for the night. We'll see you all out in the morning. Morning, everybody. Well, we've got some breakfast on the go. I think it's about 7:15. Sunrise isn't until about 8, but I can tell you now, looking outside, we ain't going to get one. We're still in the clag. It's been raining all night. Tent's held up pretty well, considering it's probably 15 years old. A few minor leaks, but not too much bother. I think the thing to do now is have some breakfast, wait for the sun to rise a little bit more, and then what I think we'll do is we'll break camp we'll go down. I've had a little look overnight. I had a look at another route. We're going to go down a slightly different way, and it takes us onto a sort of bit of a plateau. So if there's anything down there to photograph, it might be. If there isn't, there isn't. Still had a bloody good trip. Good coming up here, getting outside. Right, time for some breakfast and a coffee. The wind on the summit was far too strong to do any sort of recording. The image I got was okay, but not the strongest. Right, that's us done. We're all packed up, ready to go. We'll head down, probably straight back to the car in all honesty, but if we see anything of any interest on the way we'll stop. Been a thoroughly enjoyable evening, even though the weather hasn't really played ball. That's all part of the fun. Right, onward and upward, let's get off this mountain. Right then, we're down off the high part of the mountain now. We're back down in the valley. This is just one straight track, sort of in the opposite direction to what you're looking. Back to the car now, so I'm happy now. Happy I'm down. Feel a bit safer. It's a nice flat path to walk on. As I got down here and turned around, I couldn't help but get the camera out because we got this here. Shoot a panorama of the valley that we've now walked down and forward and seen. I'll spin you around in a minute so you can see. It's absolutely stunning, guys, absolutely stunning. Right, let's get this panorama shot. Right, there's a few people sort of starting to come about now, which is normally time for me to leave, signifying that it's getting on in the day. I did spin the camera around and see if there was an image up this way as well, but that's not half as nice as this view here. So I guess we'll head back to the car. If we see anything else en route, because this is much better than conditions down here than it was at the top. Really atmospheric, absolutely stunning, that really is. Can't wait to come back maybe in the summer next time though. We get them views that I was hoping for from the summit. There's a mountain, I'm not going to pronounce it, I'll put it up here, that I really want to get a photograph of. I've seen some stunning photographs of that area, and yeah, so I'll try and get up there in the summer. We made it back to the car. What a trip. I did take one last photo just before I got back on the last little bit of track towards the car park. Could be the best photo yet, to be fair. I didn't film it because it was then peeing down with the rain and we really have got to get home. I'll put that up at the end of the video and I hope you all enjoyed. See you again next time.